Hi everyone, it's Enchantress. I'm here with another pick a card reading, and this time we're talking about the moon. So I'm going to be calling this New Moon Manifestation, because not only is the new moon just the beginning of things and starting something, it's the opportunity to manifest your greatest desires. It has all the potent energy you need to bring about the culmination at the full moon. So I just wanted to demonstrate that we're having a new moon in Taurus, but this new moon in Taurus can be used to bring about and manifest something into fruition by the full moon, which is coming later this month. It's a full supermoon in Sagittarius, I think. So yeah, this supermoon, again, another supermoon is coming. It's going to bring you a great gift, especially if you practice in manifesting now to bring about the greater gift. And we'll talk about new moons in general too, and how there can be used as tools. Now, all the phases of the moon can be used as tools in different ways. So tap into that moon energy. So as you can see, we have 3 cards. Pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Pile 1 is this new moon in Taurus card. Pile 2 is the supermoon card, and pile 3 is the new moon. A new start is coming. Emotions are running high. Prosperity lies ahead. 1, 2, 3. You can choose by number. You can choose by timestamp. You can choose by any method. You can listen to the whole message. It might be, some of you sometimes say, I don't even know which one to pick. Well, pick them all, because sometimes it is a message within all 3 decks that's meant for you. So let's take a deep breath. Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes. Now let them drift to the card that's meant for you. Let's begin. So this new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Maybe you're focusing on career. Whatever it is that you're focusing on, this is not so much about what's going to happen, although it can be, but it's more about what you should focus on, or how to get the best power out of your manifestation. What should you be focusing on to get for this higher goal, this culmination for the full moon later this month? So let's see, what are some clues? Reclaim, very nice. So reclaim is like this amazing energy. It's kind of a power energy. It's looking at yourself as, you know, taking what is yours. So the reclaim is basically saying you're born imperfect and you're human, and that's normal and that's natural. But you have certain talents and medicine and wisdom and knowing, and growing up in whatever culture you grew up in, if it nurtured these or if it did not, you have to realize that there's sometimes environments that don't help you align with your highest truth. So now it's time for you to reclaim your highest truth. It's something that can be that you work on over a lifetime, but you can also if you put a lot of energy into this reclaiming feeling during this new moon, you can totally manifest that which belongs to you, that which is yours. It's like your birthright. Your birthright is coming in, your soul memory, something that's deep inside you that you know is yours, that's you, that belongs to you and is completely you. And this is about your authenticity and your talents and your gifts. And if you don't know what they are, this is a manifesting of your gifts. This is what's coming about to you, to show you exactly who you are and what you're meant to be and how you're meant to use these things. So you might not know, like understand in a logical sense, but in a deeper soul sense, you're going to learn more about this. And It's also saying that you can make mistakes along the way, and it's okay because all of this is a learning process. So do your best to focus on that which you really want, not what you don't want. Manifest that into your world. And if it has to do, whether it has to do with career, love, or anything else, it is something that already belongs to you. So know that in your heart when you're visualizing, when you're putting your intent, doing whatever ritual. It doesn't even have to be anything big. It can be just lighting a candle, it could be sitting very peacefully, quietly, meditating, just putting some kind of intent. But it's real important during this new moon to think positive thoughts, because whatever you think will stick. It's going to stick, and then it's going to come out. So let's see about love. Let's see what love messages we have here for, if this is related to love, like what are you reclaiming in love? All right, look at that. Look at that, you guys. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. See how you have like this amazing earth mission. I think it's this, the way you're connected to the cosmos and ancient history and times and lineages and ancestry and all of that. That has so much to do with whoever you are right now, whatever you're going to focus on, whatever it's work related, or love related. This is who you are. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. I'm being called to get a Starseed Oracle because I feel a starseed here. So let's see. We're going to be very interactive and let the cards guide me. So Starseed Oracle, you are they smell good. Okay, what are we getting for you? We got a lot of pyramids going on. I'm hearing Simba's Mufasa saying, remember who you are. That's exactly what you gotta do. Remember who you are. There is a card. I don't know what deck it's in. I think remember who you are. That's this one. Oh, whale and orca elders. Neat. Share your song. Frequency of sound. Diving deep. All right, so definitely whatever you're trying to manifest will have a lot to do with the frequency of sound. So you could definitely be a vlogger, blogger, speaker of some sort, YouTuber, TikToker, singer, some kind of performer of some sort, somebody who uses their voice in some way to help people. And when you manifest, when you're working on your rituals, your voice is going to be important. So I feel like whatever you do, don't just don't sit quietly and think it. I think you need to express it out loud. So you can write it down if you need a chance to sort of sort out your thoughts and feelings. Write something down, but definitely when you speak it out loud to help manifest this, and it's going to be quite powerful. So speak it out loud, but be real careful and clear how you write it, so when you speak it out loud, it has the intent that you're looking for. And you might want to use music along with it, or solfeggios, or anything that has a certain hertz frequency that ties in with your goal or your destination, your interest, your manifestation, whatever it may be. So I'll tell you, I would tell you more about the orca whale, but they have, whenever the whale comes out of my charms, I always just see it as beautiful, deep, intelligent, because they communicate in a way that we don't understand, but yet they have their language is very intricate and defined. And a lot of times, you know, you get this sense that they're otherworldly too, because they're so beautiful and special. And their message here is to allow this song to echo in the four chambers of your heart, to emanate all four directions and peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal others your soul's true song. Endeavor to see the soul of all those you meet. Right? And ask yourself, how are you being called to share your soul's unique song? Okay, starseeds. So that is your message here. Let's get a little energy oracle to see. Maybe we can see whatever else can assist you, guide you on your intentions that you set out and lay out for manifesting. Don't let the anxiety creep in. That definitely will attract more of the negative, and we want that to go away. So I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna find a thing that you need and not what you don't need. All right. Yes, we have contracts coming out and the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So with the contract, that makes me think, write something down and then speak it aloud again. Contract is saying that this is reclaiming your destiny. This is your soul alignment time. And it could be a promise, it could be a soul contract, it could be something that was written in sort of in the ethers, you know. This is about partnerships and commitments, and it could be like there's the earthbound 3D legal commitments, but there's also the spiritual commitments. So be ready to write these things down. See how right also could represent pros and cons, writing down pros and cons too to your decisions and what you want to manifest. And see and write down, you know, write down the positive of what you want and write down the negative of what you want. Then toss away the negative and don't let negative thoughts creep in, and say out loud the positive. The fourth chakra is Archangel Raphael, and it's the heart chakra, and it's love and compassion and self-acceptance. This is this beautiful green energy and pink energy that surrounds your heart, and this is allowing you to receive a greater and higher love. These are tender vibrations, and Raphael here is saying, I will help you. I am the champion of the lovers out there. Just call upon me if you have love issues. And when you set your intention, whatever it may be in the love department, ask first Raphael. Say, Raphael, in the name of Raphael, or Raphael, I ask your guidance, and write down something that you're thinking of, and then out loud, say it out loud and manifest it. All right, so an affirmation can be this: my heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. You can listen to affirmation videos You can listen to subliminals, all kinds of things to help magnetize and energize your different chakra points. But especially, I feel like you are you're reclaiming something. You made a contact with someone in a past life, and now you want this to come to fruition. You want this to come towards you. Enough of this distance. So it's coming towards you. You just call upon Raphael and set your intention, and that's what you're going to manifest. So that being said, let's get a final reading from the tarot to see how it all will work out here. All right, Six of Swords. It is going to be quite a journey. It is a rites of passage. So rites of passage connotates this feeling of maybe it's not completely easy. There might be a little pain, but the end result will be a reward, because you've got the Three of Cups. This is a tryst, a rendezvous, being physically with that person, physically manifesting that person. This person that you've had in your dreamscape, in your moon subconscious scape, is coming out full force. And they're bringing you lots of love. You're going to have this face-to-face, one-on-one physical manifestation of your desires. So as long as you keep on your intention path of the new moon, then your manifestation looks like it's turning out to be this. This Page of Cups, message of love. Speaking of love, it could be somebody just talking to you. That's why I feel like it's important for you to use your voice in this, because the thing that you will receive in return will be someone's voice. You'll hear them say something back to you. And it might actually also go into a physical connection as well. Okay, so now let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. Ooh, see, we get on a lot of music. Oh, and look, we also got comedy and tragedy. So this is like for the actors out there. These are the people full of emotion, feeling all the different emotions. You had the emotion card come out too with embrace your emotions. See, and I think that has a lot to do with your career, your destined path has to be something with emotion and voice. So definitely for you that are in a actor, performer, entertainment field of some sort, that is part of your destiny, this kind of energy. Also musicians and singers, using your voice, manifesting that. Yahoo makes me feel like also if you're trying to reach out to someone, they're going to reach back to you, maybe through, you have the beautiful moon energy. They're going to reach back to you through social media. Oh, look at this, you guys. You might be manifesting plane trips towards each other. You have the star, you have forever, you have the bird. The Bluebird of Happiness poem. Where did I put it? There it is. It goes like this. This little bluebird is so merry and cheery. Let's see, the little bluebird of happiness. Oh, this little bluebird is special, so cheery and merry too. He's here for just one reason, to bring happiness to you. Just keep him close or carry him. Enjoy each and every day. This little bluebird of happiness will bring smiles along the way. So there you go. This is pure happiness. Now, I want to tell you a secret. We have the handcuffs, and the devil did make a peek out, but flipped back down. So this to me represents a 3D connection, a touching each other, feeling each other. Also, this energetic being bound, like not being able to be separate from this person. And it's not unhealthy, it's normal and natural for your specific connection, which is kind of higher than maybe most. You've got a pacifier though. Things are feeling pretty good. You have the number 8, and ooh, you got the shuttle. Like, this is a lot of space soaring feelings. You know, you definitely have that starseed cosmos feeling about you, really going to new heights. You are the missing piece in the relationship. They could be like a Halloween person, or Samhain might be very important in this situation. Jack-o'-lantern, jack of all trades, a light within. The Hamsa hand is being safe and protected. The Hamsa hand with the nub in it could mean also fertility and pregnancy for some people out there. There you have the happy face, you have spirituality, you have N for whatever, and you have 6. So we have interesting 2 numbers come out. And we have the 68 was the year that I was born. And then we have the leaf, which is about health to me. Health matters, and nature and outdoors. And we have Disney, so you could have a connection to Disney or Disney related fairy tales, you know, things that are developing for you, or some kind of career situation that could be related with Disney. And the hanger means, I like this little hanger can represent like baby clothes, like doll clothes, children's clothes. It can also represent lingerie and soft delicates. So treat yourself that way, like you're soft and delicate, and you deserve soft and delicate articles to take care of yourself and pamper yourself. All right, so, I mean, those of you who resonate with that, you know, if you're a big burly man and you, I don't know, it could be fun to dress up like that, or put some soft, delicate underclothing on. So, yeah, that is, I got this beautiful, I got this beautiful charm for my daughter with a fairy and the moon, either the moonlight or the sunlight. Oh, and a little bird. So pretty. Let's see if you can see it. Look how pretty. Anyway, and keep it close by for good luck. So hope you like that, you guys. I'm going to move on to the next. Check out my description box for anything that you might need. And those of you who are not a subscriber, please subscribe and push the bell for notifications. Those of you who are subscribers, hello, thank you. Hugs to you. Big kisses to my members. Mwah. I'll shout you out later. And I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 2. So you guys, you know, we had a supermoon in April, and now it's like, here we go again with another supermoon. And I feel like this is second chance. Like, what if we had trouble manifesting? Maybe we were too busy, maybe things were kind of off for us. Maybe the specific supermoon in Scorpio was too intense and we just couldn't handle it, we couldn't deal with it. Or maybe we did manifest exactly what we wanted and now we're ready to do it again. So let's see, what is the best intention for you to focus on for this new moon, and how you can manifest what you desire by the supermoon. Let's see how it will come into fruition and what you need to know. All right, you've got the Sage. Oh, you've got take risk and play. So it's real interesting because we had the whales come out in pile 1, and now we have dolphins in pile 2. So I feel a lot of water, Piscean energy, and just maybe connecting with star seeds who also have quite a water connection to this watery connection. Anyway, but the sage here is saying how you need to how you should go about this. So let's just look into this. See, in pile 1, it was about reclaiming that thing that you had, that power, that birthright. The sage is similar but different. This is this already knowing, this already going into this knowing place, this deep place of yours, and also going above too, high above, like getting a big broad picture too. It's also getting in tap with the teacher in you, and when to share things with someone and when not to, because the sage always knows the wisest way to go about this. And there is a passion here about what you say, but you always have to find a responsibility behind what you say. And this is about sharing your wisdom, but doing it in a way that empowers others and there's no egocentric quality about it. There's no looking down your nose at someone. Even if you do know things, and it's wonderful that you do, having an attitude of superiority is not going to help you in this situation. So that being said, how is this helping you in this manifestation new moon phase here? Well, there's a lot of things that you know, right? There's just things that you know, and you know how to do rituals, and you know how to do things, and you've done things a certain way often. A lot of you out there, some of you are still novices, and if you're a novice, then that's okay too. This is telling you that tap into that wisdom, that inner knowing that you already have, that you possess. But for everybody, maybe it's time to try something new. Take a risk, try a different approach. And I don't necessarily, like in pile 1, it was all about using your voice. This one could be something else. Could be having to do with going outside your comfort zone and not doing something just sitting quietly and speaking loudly, but maybe going to the top of the mountain and yelling, or banging drums, or dancing around a fire, or something like that. Something that's just kind of different. So basically, it's like there's some things that are risky for some, but not others. And it's important to know what is your risk point? What is that place where you feel, if I go there, how will it affect my ego? So this is kind of like an ego deconstruction. This is like it's like taking a plunge, it's like facing that thing that intimidates you, that maybe embarrasses you, and not letting it embarrass you, but just doing it and feeling the power of not caring what other people think, So and have faith and trust that if you take that risk, you take that leap, you take that jump, that you'll be caught, that universe is catching you. And what's so beautiful about this is the whole play card, because that is what it is. And play is all about, I feel it's like for a lot of you, it's definitely stepping out of a comfort zone and finding that playful side, and not being so serious about the way you might manifest things, the way you might do your rituals, or the way you might go about bringing that into your world. Maybe try something a little funny, a little silly, a little playful, and research it and have fun with it. And drop, there's lots of things. Just think about what children would do, You can build a fort, a teepee, draw pictures. You could color something, make a collage. You can you know, like I was saying, go somewhere and scream and dance and act silly. You can also draw chalk images outside in your concrete or something like that. Just something that you just don't really wouldn't have done before, to put more emphasis on this intention that you're trying to manifest in for the full moon. You know, it it doesn't, and it just like let go and don't expect anything, but just enjoy the process of it, enjoy the playfulness of it, and what how it feels just to be silly like that. And so this is guiding me to, I think I will tap into the Black Moon Oracle astrology cards. Let's see. What does the Black Moon? The Black Moon is so serious looking, you know, but maybe there is a nice playful message in here for us to learn more about how to set your intention to bring about your manifestation of that which you desire. So let's see. And something silly and playful that I did to these very serious cards is I trimmed them and edged them in this like berry smelling marker, and they smell like sweets, like berries. Even something simple like that can be fun. All right, let's see what we've got. We have the Capricorn energy here. Ooh, the void of the moon and Yod destiny. Let's go with Yod. I don't think I mean, Capricorn we know what Capricorn does. We know this Capricorn energy. What we're trying to do is tap into something that we don't know, that we don't normally use, something different. What is Yod? Let's figure that out. Let's see how we can use this for our intention, okay? All right, so Yod energy is all about this. It's like an area of fate in your chart, and it's like the eye of God or the finger of God. It's a particular configuration. It's like a triangle. It's like a little pie, and it also represents the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. And it's talking about this omnipresence of God and humility. So, you know, at once being a little like letting down your guard and your ego and doing something out of the box might make you have to feel a little humble too, and not worry so much how people see you or view you, and go ahead and let go and be a child and act silly. I honestly think a lot of people have vices like drinking and other drugs and things like that because they want this ability to do this without having to make excuses for it. And it's almost society's way is, if you're drunk, oh, they're drunk, you know. Are you drunk? Yeah, you're drunk. So drinking is sometimes a way to get to this experience without having to explain why you're being so crazy, why you're being so silly or childlike or festive or unusual. And I just feel like you're going to be doing that without the aid of anything else. Although you could, if you want to, use the aid of something like that if you're not one of those people that do normally. Maybe a little sip of wine or something like that can help aid you into this playful mood. But I feel like it's important to get to that, to jump into these playful attitudes without the necessity of outside influences, and letting down your guard and your inhibitions. We should learn how to let loose of our inhibitions without substances, without that. Anyway, Jean de La Fontaine said, "A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it." So it's a lot of people not wanting to do this. It's like, oh, I can't. Outside the box. This is so unusual for me. Try it. Try it. Stand strong, make a difference. This is your destiny. if you're trying to, if you really care about how, you know, manifesting something into your world, then maybe you should go ahead and put a little unusual effort into it. All right, let's see now. What is the atmosphere here? What can we get with the fairy forecast to help us in this, guide us in this path here? It could be, you know, if you're manifesting love, right? You're embarking on something. You are on a journey. You're embarking on something, and this is with another person. It's not alone like the Rites of Passage card, the Six of Swords in pile 1. This is doing it together in the same boat. You know, you're in the same boat. You're sharing the same boat. You're going through the same thing. So you're safe. You're about to do this and do this together and go into the unknown together. And it will be a peaceful and calm transition. So I feel like this stepping out of your comfort zone really will do that trick. Let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. See, a new foundation. So this to me, the tarot will represent to me, after you've made your intention and what are you going to actually manifest by the full moon or the supermoon? And it looks like this foundation, it's almost like you laid a path. You laid this road for someone to move towards you, or you to go on this journey. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, wins the race, but it's happening. Oh, lots of love here and lots of abundance and the beginnings of things. So it's almost like you're manifesting your new moon energy, which is new things, and aces are new, is manifesting not the culmination of things, but more new things. It's like you're manifesting a new life, a new world, more newness, you know? So that's good. And then the cycle repeats itself again and again and again for you, and you keep bringing newness into your world. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. All right. We have Mary Magdalene. It's a little, maybe it could be repentance, but it also could be Mary Magdalene. You know, she had a certain reputation, but I feel like she was smeared. Like she really wasn't the way people that she was described. And anyway, she represents the feminine and feminine causes. And there you go. And MTV to me represents generations and connectivity through pop culture and other things. It could also represent any kind of music or television. You've got the house, so you could be moving in together, you could be changing residence, something like that. You have hope and beautiful and USA. You might be losing your tail, which could represent giving a little bit too much, but it could also represent a healthy, lusty situation. Your heart is in this for sure. You're going to maybe fall in love again or feel a newness in your love life. And you too have this space shuttle, so you're like soaring to new heights. There's definitely a sweetness, and look, you get the dolphins again. This is definitely suggesting that you need to play and have fun and like really connect with the dolphins, because they're here to express their fun nature. They have a beautiful way of communicating, but also it's so sweet the way dolphins can also play with humans too, just very loving. And then you have this weight, so very strong, deep connection. You have The wine cellar kind of represents to me like savings. You have something stocked away, saved up, so it's a good thing. And maybe now it's time, instead of to keep saving things, to break into it a little and celebrate. C for celebrate. You have the elephant of memories and nostalgia. You have the rooster of waking up early and getting a head start on your day. It's a little bit of cockiness, a little bit of attitude. It's okay. Just don't let your ego get too carried away. There could be a date coming up for you, a very important date, so don't be late for it. And this little guy has a trumpet, you know, he's like, don't be late. And then we have the trumpet, which is almost like Archangel Gabriel, and then we have the rooster, which is the wake-up call. So there's a lot of like, hey, wake up, you know, don't oversleep. And the butterfly of transformation. So I feel like you're manifesting into your world a beautiful transformation of something special in your life. It could be a variety of things. In the charms, it seems like maybe a new home, a place to live. It could be a person, an earth sign, slow and steady moving towards you. It could be yeah, a journey, just a continuation of the journey. More newness, you know, headed to the unknown together, but like, you know, keep going and then learning another new thing, and then you keep going and learning another new thing. This is all like a destiny here too. Don't see necessarily a work situation, but I do see sort of a destiny situation, like kind of getting in tap with your personality, who you are, stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's how you manifest that which you desire. All right, well, I hope you liked it. Thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to comment below. Please subscribe if you're new. I would really like to have you on part of my channel and along with the other sparkles of light. Appreciate you being here and taking a look at the channel. Those of you who are already subscribed, hello! Big hugs to my subscribers and big kisses to my members. Mwah. So if you want to be a subscriber, there's a bunch of buttons all over the place. If you're on like a laptop or a computer, there's this little fairy flying around. You push that and that subscribes you. There should be a subscribe button down at the bottom. If you can't find a subscribe button, at the very end of the video is another one in the end notes. Please join us and enjoy this family. We all are here very loving and helpful and supportive. If there's anything you need, check out the description box. Lots of things that you can purchase to support the channel, and ways you can connect with me through TikTok and Instagram. And yep, I guess that's about it. I'm going to give out my shout outs after pile number 3, so I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here we have pile number 3. I'm laughing to myself because it was an inside joke anyway with myself. But oh gosh, a new start is coming, new moon. So this is what it means to be the new moon in general. It's all about new beginnings, new starts, trying something new. If you're not actually you can or cannot do an intention, a manifestation, it doesn't really matter, because this energy is going to give you a fresh start in any area of your life. So let's say, you know, my son was just telling me maybe he was going to get a gym membership or something like that. You know, it's just, this energy will help be the fuel you need to get it going, to get momentum. But the reading that I'm doing here has to do with the intention that you set with the new moon, what will manifest by the full moon. So that's kind of what we're going with here. Like, what do you need to do, and what kind of things should we focus on? Plan number 3, to get to your destination, which is in this case, the full moon energy, the supermoon, by the end of the month. Let's see what the threads of fate have to say about it. So pile 1 was all about reclaiming, like reclaiming your power or your birthright. Pile 2 is all about this stepping into a playful energy that's sort of like out of your comfort zone, trying new things, new approaches to manifesting things into your life that you want. I'm real curious to know what pile 3 focus will be on here. All right, you also have reflect, which came out in pile 2, I believe, and release and reflect. All right, so we have a little bit of both going on here. I actually think we might have had a reflect, but in a different card. Interesting, but release is real important. Release is kind of like that final stage. You know, we had the metamorphosis and the turning into tadpoles and the whole cycle of life and not rushing things, okay? So reflect is, and definitely before you set your intention, whatever it is, before you do any kind of ritual, which you don't have to do necessarily, but before you do any of that, it might be good to daydream a little bit. Be reflective, you know, think about where you are, what you've done, how moon cycles have affected you in the past. So, because it's important, because you want sometimes a different outcome. Sometimes maybe you're going to try again with a certain intention that you've done before, and you might repeat some of the same things. I felt this in pile 2, like I felt sort of a stubbornness in this sage, you know, this I know what to do kind of thing. But yeah, sure, we all know how to go about these things, but maybe it's important to try something different. But I feel like in your case, it might be important to sort of reflect on things that have worked and things that haven't worked. And actually pat yourself on the back for the things that have worked, because sometimes I think that happens a lot to us too. We manifest something we don't even acknowledge when we've manifested. We don't even like throw ourselves a party or anything. So I think that's important too. So for your manifestation ritual, I think would be really good. Pile 1 was about vocalizing, being heard. Pile 2 a little bit being wild, a little out of the box. But you will be a little more traditional. I think sitting in silence, reflecting what has been coming up for you recently, what emotions you've been experiencing continuously, what situations do you find yourself in often, and where you find unease in your life and where you find pleasure and peace. And then you can still write and journal, but I feel like this is going to be mostly mental exercise, mostly a reflective. No, baby, don't play with that. Don't play with that. Baby wants to say hi. She doesn't quite have a name yet. I think most people are going with Scratch. Say hello. Hi there. I'm going with Scratch. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Oh, you should be in movies. How cute are you? How cute are you? Okay. Let's put you in the movies. Okay. Say bye-bye. All right, so reflect and be at peace and at one with yourself. And how do people in your life also like react to to certain things that your stimulus, and maybe you need to separate yourself from the busy world outside, so you can relax and reflect. The intention is not to fix, but simply to view yourself and your life with less bias and more openness. Okay? And then you get to the point where you release. Releasing is that next kind of feel good feels that. Oh, wait. I kicked her out. Now she's meowing at the door. So it's like So, of course, releasing is a lot easier said than done. You know, a lot of people, like I said this in pile, I think it was pile 2, a lot of people spend a long time finding that ability to just release, let go, surrender the how, you know. And sometimes we have an idea where we want to go, and we sort of repress things. We put things in a box, but we don't honor them and our experiences. And we just want to give ourselves new opportunities and not be stuck in the same pattern. So that's why I'm saying sometimes you might, pile number 3, you might want to go to pile number 2 and experiment and be playful too. Or if you're more of the verbal, like pile number 1, setting intention, maybe you go into maybe you're more of the meditation person here, the one that uses the peaceful calm technique. But I feel in all 3 piles there is a little bit of this try something a little bit different this time around kind of vibe, you know, when you're manifesting, when you're setting your intentions here. So and think about and reflect your behaviors, reflect your ideas on things, reflect why you've been doing what you've been doing in a certain, you know, in a certain point of view. Now, pile 1, I felt star seeds, and pile 2, I felt I needed a moon message. I think pile 3, I will get some wisdom of the oracle for you. You have sort of a peacefulness about you, a calmness. And that's good, and maybe that's exactly what you need for your setting your intention. Oh, round and around. I love this card. Do you want to know how much I love this card? Okay, I'm about to do a whole talk about spirals and the whole round and round. But this is about, it's very, very close to what release is about. Like, are you doing the same old thing and expecting a different result? And that's the definition of insanity, right? So, okay, so manifesting there's a lot of steps to it, and there's the main one is the intention, which is what we're focusing on now, because new moon is all about intention. Maybe there's just been too much clutter in your mind when you've been setting your intention. And every time you've tried maybe you haven't had the most successful outcome, or whatever the case may be, every time you try, you're learning something new about how to do this, right? So I turned on the wrong one. So this is like a spiral. So how you see it is in the middle, the spiral is really tight. Oh, and there's the oracle person. In the middle, in the very, if you can, I don't know if it'll zoom that tightly. It needs better lighting. Oh, there we go. See? And in the beginning, that spiral was really tight, and you learned a lesson, and then not too many weeks or months later, you were learning it again, or maybe in the next year you were learning it again. But as you learn the lessons, every year you grow and learn a little bit more, and then the spiral becomes really large, and and you finally integrating these lessons that you're learning. So the spiral quality of events happen. They're part of nature. You'll see it in fractals and everything that is nature. Everything grows in a spiral. Check out a plant like in a time-lapse video and just see how it moves in a spiral, and it goes and it ascends upward. And that's what you're doing. You're ascending. So every time you try these things, and the trying is not failing. Trying is exactly what you need to get, just doing it, and is helping you to ascend to the next level. So you might revisit an old pattern, and then, but even if you do, it's no shame. You visit this old pattern, and then you get a new perspective. You finally start to realize, okay, I see that I've done this before, and what did it happen? And what happened then? Okay, I got this now. I got it. I got it. Finally figured it out. I'm not going to do this again. Now you still might, because you forget, or habits, or laziness, or having trouble. And this can apply to lots of things. Could apply to addictions too, or smoking, or things like that, that you know, maybe things that you tried to quit, whatever the pattern may be. It could be emotional, it could be love relationships, whatever, but it could be simple practical things too, with eating patterns, or you know, health issues, things that you just do, habits and stuff like that. So those are also things that you can like acknowledge within yourself, reflect, you know. So this is just saying, although it may appear that you've gone backward, you're rising up. The truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and then break the cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom of the lesson learned. So exactly what I'm saying is like, sometimes the scenarios will echo, sometimes you'll see exactly what you did before, and now this is your chance to fix it. Now pile 2 is all about, this is not about fixing things, but this one is, I think, a little bit about fixing, or trying a new way of doing it, and knowing that trying the same way won't get any different results, right? Just leave that way, that style behind. It didn't work for you. Let's do this, okay? All right, so good. Let's see now. Let's get a little romance. What's going on? Is this like a romance thing? I feel like it could be, for some of you, it could be like health things. We have the swan, so this definitely could represent some love issues for some of you. Let's see what the romantic fairy has to say about this intention and these manifestation skills. and how's it gonna work this time, if you're gonna figure this out. If we got this figured out now. Okay, good. So you might be bringing about a rendezvous. A private getaway for 2 now is calling you. So if you're manifesting this and this is what you want, good. If you are trying to break from this habit of going there, then you might want to set an intention to break patterns, right? Let's see what the Faery Forecast has to say. Let's see. You've got safe. All right, so there is someone here that is right for you and safe for you. And this could be a chance where another scenario could be where you set an intention for a certain person to be with them, to do something with them, and then when they appear, you run scared. Well, this is what you wanted. This is what you were manifesting. You're manifesting, you're setting an intention, whether you realize it or not. And that's why I also decided to make this video, because a lot of times on a powerful day like a new moon day, we might be in our thoughts just thinking any random thing like, man, I wish we could, like, you know, really get together and finally, I just would really like to be with this person. And you don't even know what you're doing. You know, you're not actually doing a ritual or anything, or actually intentionally trying to manifest anything, but it doesn't matter because it's a powerful day and the universe hears you anyway. And so here comes your person, let's say, you know, on that full moon, or you know, a year from now, or well, whatever, a month from now, 6 weeks from now, whatever, 6 months from now, whenever this manifestation occurs. But that was you, and you did it, right? The fulfillment of it did come because you set an intention, even if it was an unintentional intention. So yeah, there's that song, Unintentional. I should sing that Muse song. Let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say about this. So be sure that you set an intentional intention. And the energy oracle, wow, you got a lot of guides. Okay, I'm going to take all of them. What the heck? So, good news is this time you're going to get it right and you're going to blossom in your abundance. And when the good stuff comes, say thank you for it. Tell the universe thank you. And then patience is out, and look, you have angels here protecting this connection and protecting everything in your life. And look, there's a clock, there's a specific timing here. It's a divine time that's happening for you, and it's all coming to you in just the right time. So you might set this intention, but you know, like I said, this specific reading is setting an intention for on the new moon for fulfillment on the full moon, but it doesn't always work that way. Spirit has a divine time for you, and it could be a month later, or 6 months later, or a year later. So just remember that. You've got the healer of the ages here. We'll talk a little bit more about Jesus and the healer, and then we also have strategy. So strategy is great because this is about like practical ways to set your intention. So definitely write things down. Don't just don't be lazy about it and just kind of wish, make little half-hearted wishes. No, really write and write it very eloquently. I set my intention for blah 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 on this date, la la la, with with my full hearts, with the highest energy of all, and all the angels and guides to protect this intention for the best outcome for myself and anyone else involved, whatever it is. But just be it could be like something that just needs to be very thought out and floral and eloquent, and instead of like maybe your usual way of just kind of like, okay, whatever, something like very more formal. I just feeling a formal feeling here that you need to, and this will bring about this change in your life in a more substantial way because you put more formal impact on it. It's up to you. Like if you're normally formal, then maybe formal is not the way for you. But I feel that pile 3 will be a very peaceful, quiet, meditative, write things down very methodically, very intentionally, and don't be unintentional. Be very intentional this time, and then meditate intentionally. Like choose music, choose a spoken guided meditation type thing. Be very specific about the things that you choose for your ritual or whatever it is that you're doing. But I think you should call it a ritual, even if maybe pile 2 shouldn't call it a ritual. Maybe pile 2 should be free-spirited and just climb a mountain and scream at the top of the mountain. But you should be more specific and be a little more focused, okay? The healer of the ages is talking about health and vitality. This is he's bringing forth the ancient wisdom and profound healing. He's all about the light of consciousness, and it's pouring out of his hands and his heart and flowing into you with love and powerful healing intention. So the intention is healing. So maybe you do have a healing intention, like some of you, and maybe most of you a little bit of both. But some of you, maybe it's about love, and maybe some of you it's about health, and I was thinking, it's funny because I was thinking today in my mind, I was like, well, on the driving home from taking my son to work, I was like, how about I make an intention for whatever, losing weight, or maybe I should make an intention for, I know, like I want my yard to be miraculously turned into a beautiful garden, or I want my love life to blossom and me to connect with my one. And so those are 3 strong intentions. Like, do I focus on all of them, or do I choose one? And then I watched Star Girl also was talking about the new moon and setting your intention, and she suggested that it might, whatever intention you set will manifest a year from now. I don't necessarily believe in a specific time frame of when the manifestation occurs, but in this reading, this to me, I'm focusing on how monthly things can evolve. So whatever intention you set for, let's say, your love life on this new moon, something will develop by the full moon. It may not be full out union, but you may be on this spiral upward towards it. You might reach a new level in your, your relationship or wherever. The other thing that you should know is that this spirit guide is here to help you with your intentions, whatever you want to call him. If he's Jesus to you, Christ consciousness, if he's just a healer, if he's a prophet, if he's a being of love and light, whatever, there is this person slash entity slash godlike figure here helping you. Strong, beautiful love energy emanating from his hands and his heart. And you'll feel this, especially if you just take a little breath and still yourself and reflect and, reflect and let go, and then let this energy come to you, okay? You're going to have a really lovely session. I can feel it. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say about what will be manifested and how this will all work out for you. All right, see? Patience, good job. You're doing the work. You are doing the work is what Three of Wands is, and you have patience, and it may not exactly happen in any specific time that you're thinking of, but it will happen. And you've got the Four of Swords, which is great. You are meditating, and you are bringing about this. So that's what you will do. And guess what's going to happen? You will get communication that you've desired. There's going to be a big wave of communication, a big influx, and everything, suddenly everything opens up, and there's no more blocks, there's no more ghosting, there's no more running, there's just all of this open flow of energy towards you, just like Jesus' hands and heart. That's going to happen for you after you set your intention and bring about this manifestation. This can totally happen within the same month. You start it now, and by the end of the month, bam, you got it. This will develop on the full moon, on that supermoon. Supermoon is in Sagittarius, I think, and Sagittarius is all about expansive, exciting, joyful, lucky energy. So there's just every chance and possibility that what you can manifest, what you intend now will totally manifest by the end of the month. Okay, so let's check on your charms. All right. And I need to make my round and round video. And this totally could manifest, your rendezvous with someone. Okay. Or let's see what the charms have to say. Ooh, you got, see, the earth marble. You know what that means? That means 3D things, earthly things. Go ahead and do some grounding and put your feet in the earth. And that's another great way. That could be part of your ritual. And maybe your ritual will last all day long. Maybe some of it will start off in the morning of the new moon, and you'll sit outside and put your feet in the ground. And then later you'll come inside and write down some ideas. And then in the evening, you'll light a candle and meditate, and then read your words or think your words. Listen to some solfeggio music overnight, something like that. It could be a whole day process. All right, you got 24, 20, some dates. You have protected. Oh yeah, and then be sure to come out to visit me on my live, and I can help you set your intentions. We can do it together. You've got pizza. Oh, you got fairy dust, so you get a bonus little reading here. So you've got love and protection. With the book, I feel like that's like the book of love and the book of secrets too. I also feel like it could be like you know, like the Torah, the Bible, or the book of the High Priestess. It could also be the book of the Hierophant, who is also a teacher and guru type. It could also represent that strategy card, you know, about writing things down and coming up with a strategy, or being eloquent, or writing a book. I mean, I don't know if you're writing a book, but maybe you're trying to manifest a book. So whatever it is, this resonates very strongly. Here you have the little bluebird of happiness, and the poem is, this little bluebird is special, so cheery and merry too. He's here for just one reason, to bring happiness to you. Just keep him close or carry him, enjoy each and every day. This little bluebird of happiness will bring smiles along the way. All right, so you know, like, do fun things too. Relax, enjoy, play golf, dance. You've got Leo energy here, lion being brave. You've got the small plane, so those of you who fly your own plane, that could be fun, but it could be short, represent short travel, or that the distance is not as far away as you think it is. You have the fish of finances and good money coming in, and good luck and success. You got the bird, the little Twitter bird, means like, to me, like small talk and communication. Look at that. You have the manifesting hands, not just the manifest, but prayer hands. And they make me think again of the Jesus hands. You know, I think this is kind of a Christian symbol, Jesus hands, but it can represent any kind of prayer or manifesting. And I feel like you're going to have success, serious success in this time around. And in love, like, a lot of times, you know, we may assume somebody doesn't have feelings because they seem sort of stiff or robotic or shy, but really they're bursting with love underneath all of it. We've got the we've got, what is this? This is like a sighting. Our Lady of, is that Saint Margaret? Saint Margaret. That was like, she came to Saint Joan of Arc. I'm not sure who that saint is, but nevertheless, know that you have tons of guidance and angel and saint love around you. You also have the pine cone, which represent, to me, something that could be happening later in the fall, or that the abundance is coming to you, because pine cone represents, to me, like, you know, that time of year where just everything is falling off the trees. You know, it's just like, here it is, you know, this season is done, and it's releasing. You know, it's all about this releasing energy. So yeah, it's kind of like, release to me can also kind of just represent surrender and giving in. It's like, here you go, I am yours, this is mine to you. We've got the cheese, and so that could like represent, you know, foods and things that you have to cut out, or things that you have to incorporate, or sharing too. Sharing could be a new attitude. There's a snowflake here, could represent one of a kind. There's no two snowflakes alike. Sweetness, starfish, any kind of star represents hope and I was gonna say faith. I guess faith, hope, and wishes coming true. But especially starfish could have something to do with the water, or some kind of water getaway, maybe, because you're getting this getaway for two. So maybe you're going away on a little water theme thing. All right, and now I gotta do some fairy dust. We also have the unicorn here, which represents the divine masculine. All right, it's getting dark, y'all. All right, we've got support. So there is always help around. When you ask, it can be found. There you go. All right, guys, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like it. Feel free to comment below. If you are not a subscriber, I would so much love to have you part of this Sparkle of Light spirit family, because we are a family here, and maybe one of the things that you've been trying to manifest is a soul family, kindreds. So come out tomorrow night and meet some of the family and become a member, or just subscribe, or just, you know, you don't have to do either. You just can hang out with us, and we totally would love to have you. And hello, my subscribers, I love you. Thank you so much for coming back and watching this video, and big kisses to my members. Thank you so much. I hope this helps everybody kind of set an intent for this new phase. I have to admit, I'm kind of like pile 3. I'm not a little bit lazy when it comes to new moons and full moons, and I don't really do my work all the time, but I've been thinking about it. Like I really need to focus on something in specific and put some energy behind it in a gentle way. So yeah, so I think I might just do that. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the elephant. Represents kindred in our soul family. It also represents memories and the past, and maybe somebody coming back to you, or maybe somebody you know that from a past life, you know. All right, so if there's anything that you need, check out the information box at the very bottom is my email address where you can reach me and to get private readings. There's really no wait right now, so if you're interested, there's like a 2-day turnaround at the most, so definitely check that out. And there's links to everything, like different things that you might like these cards if you like those. There's a link, and these cards too. There's a link below to where you can buy them either at my Etsy shop or directly from the publisher. And yep, so many things that you can check into. You can hang out with me on Smule and Instagram and TikTok, and I do TikTok readings too. I missed last week because I wanted to do something just for my members, but I'll probably be at it again for freebie night on TikTok. But before I go, let me just shout out my beautiful members, the Platinum Pixies. They have tiers, and with every tier comes a perk, and perks include lots of things like what I was saying, like sometimes exclusive lives, just one-on-one lives, or you get also badges and emojis, and then you get free readings every month. So my Platinum Pixies are Kelsey, Lupe, Cheryl, Claudia, my Golden Fairies, Rit, Spirit Fairy, my Twin Flames, V Monica, Curly Girl, Gabriella G, Your Uplifting Mind, and Luisa Silva, my Full of Faithers, Claudia, Anastasia, Leo Sunchild, Sunny King, and Niwa, my Sparkles of Light, Liz Crowley, Chrissy from the Ramos Mahoney family, Brandy Ward, Sleepy Cat, Evane, Hippie Love, Jessica Johnson, Mona, Suri, and Patricia, Mystic Mountain Dance, Jaden, Maya, and Brian, and my 1111 patrons, Melanie, Trini, Surian, Brian, and Emma. Well, Brian and Emma are a different level, but anyway, we have patrons over at the Patreon page too. That's another place where you can find perks, tiers, and perks. You get free readings too, whatever tier you choose. There's a very high tier over there that would have face-to-face, like Zoom calling readings if you were interested in that. Otherwise, the difference with the Patreon is that's a place where I'll show my artwork, and you get first scoop of what's coming up next as far as my tarot decks and oracle decks that I'm trying to put out. So join me over there too if you like. All right, you guys, well, I will probably see you tomorrow. Now, my lives usually are at 8 p.m., but I might change it up. So anytime I make any kind of change, I'll usually say it in the community page first. So if you don't subscribe, go ahead and subscribe, and then check the community page whenever there's changes that come around. Okay? Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.